All right, we're rolling. This is Nathan's peak week, and we are getting ready to go to Self-Made. We're gonna ask him a couple questions right here. What is peak week?
So, peak week means something different to everybody, I think. But for me, peak week is slowly adding the carbs back into my diet. The past few months I've been depleting, so I've been running like 150 carbs a day probably. So peak week is gradually adding those carbs back into the diet. So right the day before the show, when I really carb up, my body's gonna already kind of be used to the carbs, and it's gonna be ready for show day, tight and vascular. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're pumping up, just getting some blood to the muscles right before we pose.
So how long have you been prepping for this show?
Well, I've been prepping for this show ever since the last show, June 22nd. But like between shows, I probably maybe had like 2 weeks of less strict diet. So basically I've been prepping for this show since I've been prepping for the other show, which is about since like January, so a few months now.
Cool. Where is your show?
The show is in San Diego, so where I'm born, so going back home.
What division are you competing in?
I'm competing in classic physique, class A, so the shorter dudes. I'm not going to be, well, for the overall, who knows. So yeah, I'm competing in the class A division, so it's like the first division.
How long did it take you to plan your routine? Did you use the same one, or did you like make some changes to the other one?
Yeah, so I used the same one, and then I just adjusted it a little bit. I kind of wanted to bring a little different message to the stage, because last time I felt like I was super pissed off. So yeah, same one kind of, but I switched it up a little bit and changed the music, so stay tuned for that for sure.
What's the most amount of cardio you did this prep?
The most amount of cardio I did this prep was just like an hour and a half a day. One day I did 2 hours, and I don't really think that's necessary for my body type because I have a fast metabolism. So yeah, just 45 minutes twice a day, and then training on top of that. Sometimes even training twice a day and that too. So we're getting ready for Nathan's show. This is the last week he has. We're running through a back workout right now. We're gonna hit some arms after this, and we'll probably end up posing, get some advice from our coach, see what we need to work on, see how much more we have to go. Right now I'm 3 weeks out. Kind of got that prep brain going on, but we're here, we're making it happen. If you don't have prep brain, you're not prepping right. You gotta be retarded.
One thing, always re-rack your weights.
Yeah. So now we're gonna do some curls. We like to sit on the incline right here. Get a little bit more range of motion on the sides because your butt is elevated. So just sending some blood to the muscles, trying to get an arm pump.
Was this show harder to prep for, or the last show harder to prep for, and why?
I think that this show is a little bit harder because my body was already kind of dead the first show, so now I'm just depleting again. So I think for some reason this prep has been a little bit harder, but I do feel a little bit leaner, or a lot leaner than the last show, and I am holding more muscle mass at this weight. So it's a little bit harder, but for a better reason, because I'm going to bring a better physique to the stage.
How many years have you been bodybuilding?
Now ever since I was like in 7th grade, 6th grade, but like really taking it serious, I'd say maybe like a year or two, because I started training for a powerlifting meet last year, and that's where I really put on some decent size and put on some quality muscle. So I'd say like 2 years or 1 year maybe, I don't know, whatever you guys think. one more set. Gotta get the Dallas 20. When you're super depleted, you can't really train like a normal person, like how we normally would. So you got to drop the ego a little bit, just kind of drop the weights, and just kind of go for a pump, because you can't really like have a really long workout with a bunch of different workouts to like burn calories or anything. You're just trying to basically burn calories. You're just trying to get a pump, burn calories, and that's basically it.
Nice and small. So we just hit our mandatories. Mandatories are something that the judges use to compare everybody's physique. So you do a couple quarter turns and then you have the mandatory poses. Front double bicep,
Side chest, back double bicep, turn around, and get the happy thigh.
and then your favorite classic pose.
Favorite classic pose. Most important.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna carb up a little bit more than I thought. I was supposed to be at 300 grams of carbs today. I'm gonna be at 350. Coach said that I'm a little smaller, so we could slam those carbs. So I'm pretty excited about that. Probably have a little bit more energy training my clients, doing my daily routines. So that's what's up. I'm excited for this peak week. 4 days out. Let's get it.